Right, well guys, this has been an epic journey, but she is finished. Whilst they're finished, we've got to choose what electronics we are using. We've got to apply some decals. Now I'm still not 100% decided whether to buy some reproduction ones. Get the shine on that. It's a little bit orange peeler, as they call it in the business. But this is not car paint, and there's not a lot you can do with it once it's on. It's very soft, because it's like an acrylic paint, but for now, that is yes. Right, so with some windows to put in, possibly an interior, I've decided what ESC to go in it and the decals to apply, but other than that, it is finished. It is a running truck as far as all the mechanicals are in. It's all just waiting for electronics. Right, so yeah, that's it guys. I need to make a bracket for this because it will not, it's bent. There was usually a brace behind at the top which isn't there, so that I'm gonna have to make that just for it to sit flush. But yeah, the wheels are gonna rub on full compression. And the wheelbase is a little bit of an issue, but I am at some point going to modify these original plastic ones which bend everywhere they're not supposed to, so I can adjust the rear track width wheelbase then, because there's virtually no suspension in the back and it's so plush in the front. And the keen-eyed amongst you will notice, yes, the tyres are dirty. I had this out the weekend and yes, I bent the bumper again. That proved to be a hang-up point when this went up anything really rough and ready. But oh my god, this thing's like a billy goat. And it's, apart from new axles, it is pretty much as it came from Double E. So yeah, oh, dog's dribbled on me, sorry. Yes, we added a few scale accessories. Yeah, I'm proud of these. The torches actually work. I didn't show you those beforehand. They were like clear plastic key rings that had a light on. Once painted, they're just about the right size for this. That's a Hot Wheels drum. Had sweets in it. I hoped it had a little car in it, but it didn't. All of these are functional, all these little toolboxes. These had sweets in originally. That's an Action Man case, and this, I took two trucks. One had body pins, so we put the spare body pins in that. You'll notice the tyres on that are clean. So it didn't work. I got it there and the remote died. My Fly Sky GT3, which I've had like 83 years, it finally chose at a crawler meet to die. But as it turns out, that was for the best. Despite the fact that I charged 4 LiPo batteries and only needed the one, because crawlers, the batteries last a hell of a lot longer than a basher, so it didn't need any more than the battery it had. It just about lasted the, what, 2 hours over there, maybe more. It was dying a little by the end. So I don't know if I covered this in the last video, but obviously there's a paint job, and as you can see, can you see there? Scrapes. It looks like a real Land Rover now, it's scratched, but the paint held. Oh, hang on, bear with me a minute, somebody asked me what paint I was using. Right, this is what it's painted with. Obviously this is the white, but it was a gloss black that I painted it with, and then covered it with a clear lacquer by the same company. And as you can see, it had multiple rollovers by the damage to the cage, but it held it. It's in one piece. I am missing a wheel nut. I only noticed that when I got home. The wheels are wobbly now, and I don't mean the bearings. I mean the wheels are actually wobbling as they're turning around. So I don't know if, with this being a heavy truck and the rollovers, I've actually bent the rims or the stub axles. I haven't taken that apart to look. That was Saturday. This is Monday. So yeah, it's as it came back. I didn't take the grills. I just put some black tape on. Now the group, I was late getting there. Being the first meet with a new group, I wanted to get there and do the meet and greet, shake hands and say, hello, this is me. But I got there just about as I was setting off, so they are a focused group. They were off. A few of them let on, a few of them were interested, but they did tend to be people, they're what I call off-the-shelf people. They like to buy upgrades off the shelf and fit them. They didn't seem too interested in making your own modifications. So whether I have a future with that group, I don't know. But they showed me one hell of a bash spot. I'll tag a couple of photos on to the end of this. Yeah, well, I've been there before many years ago, but never. It was before I got into this hobby, and just wow. Now, when my next lot of money comes in, which will be for my birthday in September, I am damn well buying a Fusion SC motor, which would have been going in this, but that depends if I can get a 2-speed gearbox for this. The gearbox is here, where the central transfer case would be on a real Land Rover. I think the cage is bent. I think I pushed it back a little. Oh, never mind. But I want the gearbox up front in here, so that it's where the engine and the gearbox would be on a real Land Rover. So that I've just got sorry baby, I'm sorry. Dog's face jump. Keep making a jump. And I would like to just have a divorce transfer case in the middle. That way I can toughen it up, because I've got some proper beefy axles for it. I mean, nothing broke. I am absolutely amazed. I've got these, the Jazz Rider Tamiya King Hauler axles, and they are tough. But I knew if I put super tough drive shafts on it and I snagged it up anywhere, it would just break the plastic gears. So I left it as it was, hoping that despite making the drive shafts a sacrificial part, that it wouldn't break, and it didn't. It did not break, and like I say, I rolled this over. My daughter rolled it over. We got a lot of footage. We've got about 2 hours worth of footage, so that video will take some editing, so don't expect that anytime soon, peeps. But what's next? Well, now that this one's pretty much finished, I'm hoping to get a running video for that soon. We're having some new windows fitted in the house, so there's going to be a lot of stuff moving around. May put a kibosh on any videos for a while as far as updates on these, because I haven't done any. Because there's stuff piled in corners and it's all right in the way of the windows, like spare bedroom and stuff. So yeah, I've got some moving around to do. So there we go, peeps. I don't know if I covered it, but I put new shockers under there. They're still Emax, but I took them off of that because I'm not using that very much. I put the shockers that were on this on that, so that would have driven pretty well, I think. But daughter's well up for going back up again, so maybe this time we'll just take that one, because that's less risk of damage if it rolled over. And this is top heavy. I know it's that very quickly. I knew that going in, but I didn't realise just it's the first time it's seen. It's been on trails, but it's the first time it's seen any real rough stuff. I mean, this crawled up a gradient, which I would say was like that. It was tipping at the front. It was on 2 wheels, some of it, but it got up there. So if I could just get some more weight in the front. These cheap tyres, they're very, very soft, but firm at the same time. It's a good compromise between soft enough to get the job done, but firm enough for side hilling. So given the weight of the truck, I think some decent quality foams would be the way to go. I don't think I'll ever need to replace these tyres until they're worn out. They look the part, they are the part. I mean, I am sure if I bought some proper ones by Proline or RC 4-wheel drive, they would be better, but I paid, what much did I pay for these? £18, which is about $20. and they did the job. You'll see when you see the videos, it didn't spin the wheels much, only in loose gravel. They hooked up really well. But I was worried that not paying a lot of money, they would be shite, and they were really good. So yes, it's dusty. It needs a strip and a clean. But yeah, I didn't lose anything apart from an odd wheel bolt and a screw here and there. I haven't noticed anything else missing. Even the snorkel, despite being rolled over several times, the snorkel stayed put. So thanks to the RCF Trails for that. He knows what he's doing, he's printing. But yeah, painting it black, my God. I can't even put into words how pretty it was compared to just the orange plastic. I mean, you look at it really closely, it's not a really, I mean, you can see like there, there's a bit of orange peeling going on, but you see any old Land Rover that have been resprayed and they look like that. They really do. It's like it's a utilitarian vehicle, so they don't put massive amounts of effort into the paint job because they know it's going to get scratched up. So yeah, on camera it looks shiny. That's good enough for me. It looked good going through the woods. Anyway, I'll put some photos on the end of this to give you a taste of what's coming. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and more soon. There's more paint jobs to come over this summer as well. I'm going to paint everything that I've needed to paint, because if this stuff's half as good as the black, it's good paint. I don't know if we have some some road rash there. I'm not sure whether it was me or my daughter that scraped that paint off, but do you know what? It looks... I'm going to weather that, make it look rusty, because I know older Land Rovers were aluminium, but modern ones are steel, I believe, so that would rust if you did that on a real one. So we'll weather that orange with a little bit of brown and make it look rusty. Here we go. Thanks for watching, guys. Next time you see this, it'll be all stickered up and all the electronics in. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.